What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data. Be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a small block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 9:30, we have some crude news. At 12 o'clock, we have the 20-year bond auction. And at 1 o'clock, we have FOMC minutes. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And today was definitely a range day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bullish, continuing the momentum that we saw at the close of yesterday's session, and trading 85 points to the upside, finding resistance at a level that we spoke about in last night's NA meeting. However, once price rejected from this level, the market dropped 119 points to the downside. And from this rejection, the market formed a two-legged pullback where the bulls found support and traded price back up to pre-market highs, where it formed a double top, and the market sold off 182 points to the downside, finding support at the level that we discussed in last night's NA meeting. And towards the close of the session, the bulls and the bears got trapped in this volatile move, but it does appear that the market has found support at this level. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking. So today was just another day full of volatile moves. But for the Nasdaq, it was just another Tuesday. When the session opened, the bullish momentum was strong, and it felt like the market was racing back up to 20K. But then the bulls took their profits, and they did not come back. We did see the market find support at the end of the session, and if the bulls hold this area overnight, I'm looking for the market to trade back within a range between 895 and 870, because this is a range where we saw a rejection from the bears. And if the bulls break out from this range, a retest of 925 would be the market's next objective. But if the bulls fail to hold this overnight and we see price continue to trade lower, I'll be watching for the reaction when price trades within a range between 765 and 740. Because this has been an area that the bulls protected the entire session. And if we see price trade below this range, then a retest of 685 would be the market's next objective. But the price action overnight would definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And just like the NQ, during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P opened slightly bullish, continuing the momentum that we saw at the end of yesterday's session and trading in a 16-point range. However, once the liquidity was swept above this range, the market dropped 35 points to the downside and finding support at a level that we discussed in last night's NA meeting. And from this bounce, the market rallied 25 points to the upside and pulling back into an area of potential support at the end of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. Now, the question on the ES is if the market wants to protect this high at 632 or protect the lows at 607. If we see the bulls hold this area overnight, then I'll be watching for the reaction of a retest of this high, and if the bulls can break past this high. And if so, then I believe the market's objective is to retest a range between 640 and 635, because this is where we saw the bulls fail to take price higher and the bulls sold price down. But if the bulls fail to hold this area and we trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 607 and 602, because 607 is the low of the session. And if the bulls want to buy at this level, then price should not trade past 602. And if price continue to trade lower, then a retest of a range between 595 and 590 would be the market's next objective. But I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets had a bullish continuation open. Both markets sold off from its highs, and the bears maintained control the entirety of the session. And finally, both markets closed in a potential area of support, but it does appear that we do have more room for downside. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.